Good evening, you're very welcome to the Daily Rundown with me, Fiona Fox. Now, we're going to be chatting about all of the big news stories today. We're going to be talking about football violence, digital skills and negative body images on your way to work. And later on in the show, we'll speak to writer Patrick Etenes to get his reaction to the Orlando club shootings in Florida. But before that, let me introduce to you my lovely guest for this evening. It's one half of Mac and the Medic. It's the Medic, Richard Bircher. Hello, Richard.
Hiya.
Let's not get into it because we have the other half of you to introduce as well. The other half, the better half, some people might say. It's the wonderful Penny MacDonald. Hello, Penny.
Hello, Don. I couldn't agree more.
Yes, I know.
I couldn't agree less.
You were just saying before the show as well that we're always bullying you when you come on here, Richard.
Well, yes, I am the token male who gets picked on a little bit.
It turns into a sort of a, do we get a pack mentality or something? What happens? I don't know. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, I think that you're being oversensitive. I'm the impartial moderator here on the show, so you know, you just need to kind of,
It's just my lot in life.
Do you know what I was going to say? I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but yeah, I'm glad you did. Do what she says, Richard. Thank you. Lovely to see both of you as always.
And
you guys at home get involved as well. Don't forget by tweeting us at the Daily Rundown, and you may as well if you've got the channel on. All right, let's go to our first story. UEFA says that Russia will be thrown out of Euro 2016 if their fans cause any further trouble. The Russians have also been fined following violent scenes at the game against England in Marseille on Saturday. A French police operation to arrest 40 suspected Russian hooligans is underway. And Russian coach Leonid Slutsky, whose teams still have to play Wales and Slovakia, is confident his squad will not be excluded. England were also threatened with disqualification from Euro 2016, but were not formally charged by UEFA. It's kind of hard to say his name and not kind of laugh there. It's something sort of carry on about Slutsky, isn't there?
That's right, yes.
Something a little bit. Yeah. Anyway, football fans have been watching the Euros.
Do you know? No.
No, a resounding no.
You're going to find us very biased, I think. Because neither me or Penny are particularly into football.
Penny, all right.
Are you into violence or...?
Into violence? Oh,
He's
yes.
into violence.
Oh, yeah. Being a doctor working in a rundown part of Manchester, oh, yes.
Yeah, very much so.
I see the consequences of lots of violence.
Right.
It's not very pretty.
Well, I mean, these have been particularly bad scenes. Obviously, you've seen on the news, you've seen the reports and that kind of thing. Do you think at this point, even just before I left this evening, there was still footage of Russian fans kind of just wreaking havoc around France? I think they're about to move to Lyon now and they're worried about those. So I don't know what's your kind of feelings on this, and also, I don't know, England's representation.
Well, I think the threat of chucking somebody out of a competition is absolutely right.
Right.
Because we've tolerated violence in football for so many years, and no one's ever done that as sanction before. When they say, right, that's it, we don't want your fans, we don't want you as a player, go away.
It's a newish kind of approach, isn't
absolutely,
it? Absolutely, yes. Serbia didn't even get there because of their fans.
But I can say that as a non-football fan.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard on the team though, because they're not doing it. Because I was liking it to being, as an actress, I was thinking, what if I was on a... slightly dissimilar, but I was thinking, what if I was in this hit play in the West End and the people who came to see it a lot started beating people up all the time and they made us take our play off? I would be most displeased.
It is, it's unfair obviously, and obviously how hard those athletes work to get to that level.
Hugely hard. And it's always a few, isn't it? It's not the proper fans.
An unfortunate minority. Well, this is the horrible thing. We actually had a guest on the other week, Phil Brennan, and he writes a magazine for non-league football, you know, here in Manchester. But anyway, he said his something to say was he's a little bit worried at a sudden surge in football violence recently. Now, we obviously know going back in the day, the Firms, there's been lots of films written about Vinnie Jones style films, but all based on truth. You know, going back to the, you know, Millwall's kind of supporters, they were kind of tired of all that. And he's noticed a kind of a re-emerging of this at football matches. Do you think that this is kind of representative of that thought as well, or do you think
possibly? Who knows? I mean, you can only tell that in retrospect, can't you? By looking in the future, looking backwards, see what's happening.
It doesn't feel like it's been an issue for quite a while.
No,
though, the last few
and I have been to football matches and I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, did you?
But being with family members and things like that.
Great atmosphere.
Yeah.
How do you feel then as England support? I mean, is that very, very shameful, or was that very disappointing for us all? Or?
Yes, I feel so sorry for France. It's
just
like being invaded.
What, do you know what I thought was interesting? They're talking about now having a blanket kind of alcohol ban in and around the fan zones.
They've said that for the next the 3 days before the England match, I think, or the Russian match. There's 3 days in Lille. No one's serving anybody in bars. They can't buy alcohol.
Yeah.
Do you think do you think that's fair? Is that kind of a necessary precaution, or is that very, very unfair on the people who are happy to go to a match, have 10 pints if they want to, and cause no problems to anybody?
I'd imagine it's ineffective because then people just nip to the next town and buy
I would have thought an impulse it anyway.
But
it's always unfair because it is always this big minority, I grant you, who are causing all these problems, and of course it's unfair. There are people who probably saved up for ages to travel to see England play and got their kids with them or whatever, and it's being wrecked by these.
I was quite scared by the stories about they call themselves the Moscow Ultras or something, dressed in black and carrying truncheons and things. Have come prepared for the battle.
But it's got nothing to do with football.
No, it's nothing to do with football.
Nothing at all to do with football.
Completely ruins it for everybody else, isn't it? Because I actually was watching a report as well. It's similar, but of a football hooligan being interviewed. I'm happy to be interviewed, although with his face covered. To say that they've prepared for this. They're so happy that the French police are completely disorganised because it's allowed them to they've had that license to kind of run amok as much as they've liked to. I mean, I just don't really understand how somebody goes to a tournament, a sporting event, with that. I mean, it's expensive for one thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's expensive to just go and fight.
Yeah, you might just stay in Moscow and save your money.
Yeah,
exactly. It's the arena, isn't it? It's like
tourists.
They're treating it as a battlefield arena, not as a football match. It's nothing to do with the football. It's nothing to do with sport. It's to do with, I don't know what, testosterone, ignorance, bigotry, whatever the hell is fueling them. And there's an arena that they can unleash all that in.
Very scary, though.
It's going to be slightly inflammatory. It could be because the game isn't very interesting.
I feel like, normally when we have a kind of a political debate in some way, you feel like there has to be some balance. I feel like I need a football fan here to pick you up.
Absolutely,
on that.
yes.
Unfortunately, I can't take that stand. I would say I'm a football fan.
No, but I think a game that has maybe an average 2 or 3 goals scored, maybe not particularly entertaining for the audience to watch.
How many goals do you want to score?
I do like watching rugby, where there's lots of.
Richard, you've lost your mind now. Come on. I mean, how hard do you think it is to score a goal at an international level when there's only been 2 or 3 goals scored? Zane, what do you think is the average goal scoring results at a football game? 10.
Well, less than rugby,
and that's you just want to see those big numbers, Alice.
I do, yeah.
They've only scored 3 goals between them at international level.
Yeah. If you want lots of goals, go basketball. They have loads of goals, don't they?
So are you saying that when you get bored, you get violent? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I drink.
And then you get violent.
On the obvious point. The flip side is that there's been I'm obviously proud of this, but there's been quite a lot of reporting of the Irish fans. Have you seen any of this?
Being lovely.
Absolutely
gorgeous,
despite the fact that they've drank all the drink. But they've not kicked off. And to be fair, there's lots and lots of footage of all the other fans there as well. Just the media do seem to be pushing the Irish fans. I don't know why. So we do know people can go there, enjoy themselves, have a good time and cause no problems.
Yeah, most of the time.
So what do you think would be the best way? Because it doesn't affect any other sport in this way. Sure, it doesn't. We're not going to see Wimbledon kick off now, or Wimbledon fans. Or
I haven't got a big enough portion of strawberries.
Yeah.
Oh my God, let's kick off.
They've only
throw your shoes.
Prosecco.
Yes.
What's the big difference across the sport?
Do you know, I have absolutely no idea. There must be something in the history of football that's done it. Well, maybe the fans have been marginalised for enjoying the sport. I don't know.
You get the whole Manchester-Liverpool thing.
And even within Manchester, obviously, don't forget within derbies within any city.
It's something to do with allying yourself to your team, and which is more like I don't know, because it's not the same with one tennis player, is it?
Not at
we're
all.
all with Andy Murray and we're going to kick off.
We definitely won't hear that.
No.
Do you get violence in cricket?
No. And they're armed.
I see what you mean.
They're armed.
Well, they've got a big bat, you mean?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be fair. It's not the actual sports stars.
Yeah.
It's the actual sports stars going out and doing it. Do you think it's kind of a pack mentality?
Yeah, and it's something to do with identifying yourself by I'm a red, or I'm a blue, or I'm a this. Or there's some pride in that for some reason, and you ally yourself. You nail your colours or their colours to you, and then it becomes somehow very tribal, personal, and
something like that.
I'm just kind of making it up as I go along here.
Yeah, you're going to sound. I mean, obviously, you said you're a rugby fan Richard. I
Not
think
a huge rugby fan, but I like watching him on football.
there were some small examples. I think there was 2 examples this year of rugby violence among fans.
Right.
One was which is which, rugby league, and one is, I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. One was small rugby and one was big rugby.
Right, yeah.
But why is it? Obviously, you've got the same. You've got gangs of men, young and old, 2 teams. However, what's the difference?
The only rugby matches I've been to, the terraces are mixed, so you have both teams mixed together. So you have someone wearing blue, stand next to someone red, and often bring children along. And the terraces I've been to, the one at Stockwell County's ground, for example, you can bring a pint on and watch it as well.
Right.
So there's drinking and mixing and everything, and it's just because there's never been a history of attacking somebody from the other side. You just appreciate it.
It's such a weird thing, isn't it? Though it's not just because when I moved here first, I had never been to a big Premier League match, and I was brought to one. And I think we may have been talking about this the last time. I stood in the stands beside the away fans thinking, I am in hell. I'm going to be murdered because I have red hair, apparently, because I'm a female, because I'm standing with these 2 idiots, which were my husband and his brother, by the way, who are usually normal, by the way, until they walked into there. But it's all fun. But I couldn't understand. I couldn't get past how everybody separated, first of all, how many police were there. I was thinking, well, this is the day to go into Manchester and cause chaos, go robbing everything, because clearly all the police are here.
True.
And that's only one game. And it's the same with all the Premier Leagues all around. But it's not just, obviously, it's not just England either. It's international, as we are proving with this story.
Do you think it's something to do with expectation? If you expect people to misbehave, they do. It's like with your kids. If you say, you're going to be good now, aren't you? And you are going to be good, and you expect to be good, they'd be good. But if you had people standing over them and took things off them, they might find another way.
But it sounds like you're talking about kids, though, to be fair, Richard. We're talking about grown. The other thing, obviously, is it's men as well as the other thing.
Does it happen in women's football?
It doesn't happen.
That's true, it doesn't, no.
The fans. So, and to be fair, it's the fans we need to hammer up. So, it's a testosterone thing. What we worked out here on the couch has turned into a bit of psychological.
Yes.
Because some
testosterone.
Clubs are also affiliated with whether you're Protestant or Catholic and all of that. There's all that as well, isn't there?
So, I think to probably finish on this one, Richard, you're probably right with the history. It's going back to whatever the kind of the roots of each club or each country is, and as they come together.
When people didn't move around very much, and your village was your village, and your town was your town, you never respected somebody else.
Yeah.
But that's 50 years ago.
Yeah, no, it's very sad. Hopefully we won't hear anymore. Hopefully that's an end to it. Or otherwise, England and Russia will be just kicked out.
Yes.
Booted out in their ears. Thanks very much for that, guys. We're going to go for our first break of the evening. Don't go anywhere. We have lots more news and our interviews coming up as well later on in the show. Don't go away.